Hi everyone, and I am Kaushiki, and welcome to my channel Simply Amazing Life. Today I'm sharing my top 20 baking tips and hacks that I use all the time during my baking. If you want to know about this, stay tuned. So I'm making this video in a two-part series. So in the first series you will see first 10 tips, and then in the second series you will find the rest of the 10 tips. Watch both the videos if you are trying to get some answers about baking and if you're constantly facing some troubles. So my first baking tip is that you should always measure all the ingredients before even starting baking. Reason being that few ingredients react faster during the baking process, including baking soda, baking powder. So you do not want to run around and look for things. Measure all the ingredients properly and then start baking. My tip number two, never overmix the heavy whipping creams. So if you're using heavy whipping cream which has fat more than 30 to 40%, which is usually used as whipping cream for all the cakes and all the pies and custards that you use. So in that case, you are not supposed to whip that cream too much. Otherwise, it will turn into butter. Second, try and use the whipping cream at a refrigerated temperature. It should not be frozen. It should not be room temperature. It should be at a cool temperature, especially for people like us who stay in tropical kind of a climate where it's really hot. It's very important that whenever you're whipping these creams, it should be cool enough. My tip number three, always choose best ingredients. Half of the work of the recipe is done when you choose the best ingredients. Reason being that these ingredients are made up of finest quality, and the taste, the aroma, the flavor of the food or the baked cake comes out more enhanced if the ingredients that has gone in the cake is of the finest of the variety. If you're liking this video, then please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to us. And also follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is Simply Amazing Life by Kaushiki. And I share a lots and lots of my daily events, my ongoing DIY projects, my recipes. Lots of activity happens on Instagram, which I'm not able to share on YouTube. So just do follow me on Instagram, and let's continue. Tip number four is that always follow the temperature guidelines of the recipe. So if a recipe says that preheat your oven for 10 minutes, then please follow that. Otherwise, your cake will take longer than what you thought. Plus, at the same time, as I say, baking is a science. The ingredients will not react as fast as possible how much you want the cake to rise, especially in case of when you're baking a sponge cake. That is a real important thing, that your oven should be at right temperature. When you're making some caramel or anything, a thermometer, a candy thermometer is a must. So do not eyeball these things. They are very intricate kind of baking or cooking. So for these, you need some special equipments like candy thermometer. Tip number five. So I have always seen a lot of people face this common problem that the cake gets stuck at the bottom. So it's a very simple solution. You do not have to go any fancy on this. Just parchment paper or butter paper, which is food grade, and cut it in the shape of the bottom of the cake tin. Grease the cake pan with any kind of flavorless oil. It does not have to be butter. It does not have to be dusted with a flour. I know that's a typical tradition to do that. But I personally do not like dusting it with the flour because I feel the sides just become very hard, and lining the whole cake tin with just any flavorless oil keeps the cake moist, soft, and it's so easy to. Also, if you are baking, again, just like measuring of the recipes, your cake tin should be prepared before you start mixing all the ingredients together for baking. Reason is, you do not want to waste time because all the air that you have aerated in the batter, you do not want to deflate all that aeration from the cake batter. Especially, again, sponge cake, pound cake, any kind of very light airy cake like angel food cake, you do not want to ruin the aeration of the cake. So make sure that your cake is all good to go. You just have to pour and push it in the oven. That's it. That should be the only process left for you to do once everything is ready. Number 6 is always use right cake tin size. This is a very common problem, that the cake is undercooked, the cake starts overflowing from the pan, the whole oven gets dirty. Now, once anything that has overflown and gets on the bottom of the oven, it's give you a very burnt smell. Even though the cake is not burnt, but the cake absorbs the smell of the burnt cake batter. So avoid that situation. Make sure that you choose right cake tin, and in case you need what is exactly how much, which size of cake tin to be used. So I would say if you are making a half a kg cake, use 6-inch round cake tin. If you are making a 1 kg cake, then use 7-inch cake tin. And if you are making 1.5 to 2 kg cake tin, so approximately 8-inch cake tins. Hope this will help you. My tip number 7 is invest in parchment paper. I mean, I cannot emphasize enough, if you are baking, even if you are baking even for the first time, this is one of the staples to have, that you need to have a parchment paper. It will save you that embarrassment of cake being stuck at the bottom of the cake and it is not ready to come out. How much ever you have greased it well, the sugar at times crystallizes at the bottom of the cake and it kind of caramelizes and sticks to the bottom of the cake, and it is sometimes absolutely not ready to come out of the cake. You do not want to do that. You have put in so much of hard work. Buy parchment paper, line the bottom. Also, if you are using a parchment paper to line the bottom, it kinds of turns up, and I have shown it in many of my videos. I'll link all those videos in the description box. Crush the parchment paper absolutely into a round bowl and then spread it across at the bottom. This will help the parchment paper to stay at the bottom of the tin instead of curling up. Uh, my tip number 7, if you are baking a cake to get a tier cake, or you are trying to get a layer cake, you need flat top, okay? For that, there is a simple hack that you can use cake bands. Now, cake bands are nothing fancy. These are like a towel strips. Uh, just buy yourself a fresh towel, cut it into strips, and make sure that it's nice and wet. Squeeze out some amount of water from the towel strip and tie it with a safety pin. Now, if you tie this with a safety pin or even a pin, it will keep the outside of the cake really cool as compared to without using those cake strips. Now, why do we do this? Because the pan is a metal pan and the outside of the pan gets heated faster compared to the one that is in the center. So you must have seen, if you're baking a really large cake, people generally use cake cores, which is another metal cylinder kind of a thing where it heats the core as well. So that's the simple idea, that you want the cake to bake uniformly instead of baking in a dome shape or a zigzag shape. Even that happens, you can always use a cake knife and The cake levelers are there. I'll link few of the levelers, cake levelers for you in the description box. But other than that, if you follow this, then your cake will come out absolutely flat. You can also use, if you do not want to use a towel or anything, you can also fold aluminium foil 3 to 4 times and wrap it around the rim of the cake outside, not the inside, outside of the cake tin. Tip number 9. So once the cake is nice and baked, you took it out of the oven, you did your toothpick test. Now what you have to do is leave it to cool down. Now make sure that you have cooled down on a wire rack, or just make sure it's lifted from the bottom and it is covered. Do not ever uh, cool the cake under the fan without being covered. It will just simply dry the top layer, and you do not want to do that. After the cake has cooled down for say around 15 to 20 minutes or half an hour maximum, demold the cake, wrap it, and put it in the freezer. You need to put the cake in the freezer if you're planning to frost the cake, ice the cake. It has to be chilled absolutely hard rock. Reason being, one, you want to lock the moisture of the cake inside. Second, you will be finding it really easy to ice a cake if it is nice and chilled.